back to Blind Bourbon and Whiskey Reviews with Lindsay and John. So we're starting off, John's going to do a blind review today. I picked out the bourbon for him. Just a reminder that we do a 25-point scale, 5 points for smell, 10 points for taste, 5 for the finish and mouthfeel, 2.5 for the bottle, 2.5 for the color of the liquid in the bottle.
Today I will be drinking out of my new glass. I've got, I don't think it's a Glencairn. I think it's actually a Canadian Glencairn. It's got a thick base and it is narrow up top so it funnels all the smells down. Thick base helps you so you don't spill it and it just balances it perfectly.
Okay, so we're going to go right into the review. John's already been smelling it a little bit here and there, so what are some of the smells that we're picking up?
So right off the bat, I get smells that hit you right in the face. Your first deep smell in, I get butterscotch. You smell a little bit deeper, the sweetness kind of changes to like candy apple. Never had a candy apple, but that's what it reminds me of. It doesn't smell like a caramel apple, but it does smell appley and very sweet. You also get a little bit of floral, a very, very pleasant floral. It's a little perfumey with the alcohol and the floral, like a nice perfume, an expensive perfume. But with the smell, I would give it a 5 out of 5. It is very, very pleasant. I can't imagine a bourbon smelling any better than this.
Alrighty. Now how about the taste?
The taste is very unique, very elegant tasting. You get a little bit of spice right away. It's a rye spice, a little pepper, but it dissipates very quickly. So once the pepper goes away, it turns to a little bit of vanilla and a little bit of cinnamon. Not a lot of either, but you can taste it. Tastes like it's spent some time in the barrel. It's a little bit of wood in it. Not super woody, but it's present. On the taste, that's a tough one to rate because it's very pleasant, but you don't get some of the taste that I usually look for. It's not as good as the smell. The smell is perfect. The taste it's super good, but it's not perfect. I give it a 7.5.
Okay. Now how about the finish?
Finish is very unique. It's thin. I would knock it down a point for that. That doesn't cover your mouth and keep the flavor in. It dissipates quickly. But it is very pleasant. Goes down super smooth, very drinkable. Could get you in trouble very fast. You get a little bit of heat in the chest. Hugs a little bit. I'd give it a 4 out of 5 for the finish.
Okay.
The legs, it's got thick legs. It recedes all the way around the glass evenly with thick drops rolling down. That's pretty impressive. It feels less than 100 proof, maybe 90 or less. It doesn't taste super alcohol-y.
Okay. Are you ready for the big reveal?
Yeah.
So you've been drinking Weller.
Nice.
It's one of the ones that John and I have been picking up lately as we find. It's a little tough to find up here in Michigan. But knowing that, I mean, bottle's pretty unique. You don't find many around that look like that. But in your opinion, let's get a out of 2.5, what are we giving the bottle?
Oh, I like the old label Willer better. It's not a bad bottle. It's just kind of plain Jane.
Okay.
I'd give it a 1.
Okay. And what about the color of the liquid?
Color looks nice. It's a dark, like a copper that's been patinaed a little bit. Not
Okay.
fresh copper, but old copper.
Okay.
I'd give the color a 2.
Okay. Okay, so after tallying up all of John's points, he gave 5 for the smell, 7.5 for taste, 4 for the finish, 1 for the bottle, and 2 points for the color of the liquid. So that totals him up to 19 and a half, which we multiply by 4 to get up to the 100-point scale that everyone else uses. So that would give him ranking Weller 78 out of 100. So that's up there with some of his reviews that he's done.
It's pretty accurate. It's a good one. It's not great. The 12-year is amazing from what I remember. I haven't had it in probably 5 or 6 years. The antique is pretty good too. I haven't had that in about 5 or 6 years too. I'm glad I didn't go on what I thought it was. I thought it was going to be Elmer T. Lee. The smell was very similar to it.
This is our cat.
Photo bomb by his butt. But once I tasted it, it was not Elmer. Kind of changed my mind. Elmer is almost perfect. I thought that's what it was going to be. Weller Special Reserve is one of my favorites. But yeah, it's not Elmer. We've picked up 6 bottles lately. It's kind of hard to find. It's not as hard as the 12-year or the antique. We found 2 bottles at a store, paid $45 for the first one, which was not a good choice, but I wanted it. And we paid $30 for the second one. And the next 4 we paid $35 on secondary. So that's a decent price.
It's not awful. It's worth it. It's definitely John doesn't mind drinking it neat. I like mixing it. It's a good bourbon either way you put it. It's wheated, so it's a little different. It's a little bit sweeter to me, I think.
Yeah, I was wrong on the rye. I know it's not a rye mash bill, it is a wheated. So that spice comes from something else.
So all in all, I think that was a pretty accurate label for Weller. We enjoy Weller mixed, neat, wherever
like
we
it
drink
mixed.
it. Well, you don't drink anything mixed. Hardly at all anymore. He's more of a neat guy. Fuck.
Once I started getting into neat, mixed just ruins it.
Yeah, he likes the flavors. He likes to taste everything. So I'll get there, maybe, eventually. But thank you guys for watching. We appreciate it. We're trying to put out some more videos, try to keep it more fluid and get them moving for you guys. So we will keep pushing out the videos for you guys. Remember, like and share our page, subscribe, let us know if there's something that you guys want us to try. We're always trying to find new bottles and different things that we would like to try or you guys would like us to try. We're open to it. So thank you for watching. Thank you so much. We appreciate your views. Like and share, please, please.